And then with the ear here, when you're doing these, you know, people see these people walking around with these seeds in their ear.
Yeah.
Now, those are specific points, and they just hold them.
This is the ear here, and every acupuncture point is found in every organ in the body can be treated in the ear.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a matter of how good the doctor is. My teacher could treat anything. I mean, let's put it. I'll tell you how good my teacher was when you get good at this. She looked at me and she told me, "You have a bad tooth." Didn't ask me a question. You have a bad tooth over here, and you have a small stigmatism in that eye. By looking at my ear.
Wow.
So I went to my dentist because I was having a little problem, and I went, "Did you go to the dentist?" And he said, "Yes, tooth has to be removed." How did she know that? Then I went to go see my optometrist, who was a friend of mine. I said, "You never told me there was astigmatism in my eye." She said, "Oh yeah, you had a small one. I didn't want to tell you that." But my acupuncturist looked in the ear and found it. You know, she's from China. She's 70 years old.
Right.
She's the expert. But the point is that you know, with the ear, you can treat the whole. Everything is possible. Exactly. And if you look at the ear here, we always look at the ear like this when we're listening. But if you look here, you can see if we flip the ear upside down, it is now a fetus. So this is the head, this is the tail. As you can see, it looks like a fetus. So we'll treat the upper body here and the lower body here as a result on the ear.
Wow.
So it's
and
it's God's message, as my teacher would say.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've seen some pretty good results with the acupuncture.
Yeah, the best results I've seen with this is for sleep.
Okay.
When people, it's called neurasthenia in Chinese medicine, they can't sleep, or anxiety, or tinnitus. Usually things with the brain. This works very well, very, very well.
And then, so when I have a lot of patients that come and say, "Yeah, I just take one of those sleeping pills a day. It's okay, right?"
Yeah, and when they take one of those sleeping pills, they never go into total REM sleep.
They don't.
Because they're deprived of sleep.
They're not healing.
So they'll wake up in the morning like they just took a nap. Yeah, what happens is exactly right. If your body doesn't go through those phases of sleep like it's supposed to, then the growth hormone is not released, and it doesn't heal. Wow. So yeah, if you don't sleep, you don't heal. So that's the most important thing is, I always ask my patients, are you able to sleep? If we can get you to sleep and eat well,
right,
75–80% of your problems will go away.
And some people say, well, how do I know I'm really like REM means that you're dreaming, or is it?
Yeah, REM means that you get, and not only that, you're not even in Chinese medicine. We say if you remember your dreams, you have a bad heart. It's weak. You're not supposed to remember your dreams. The brain, subconscious, so you're not supposed to. So if you wake up,
say, whoa, I remember
fear,
the whole thing.
If you wake up, say. You wake up in the middle of the night and it's fear, we'd say that means it's affecting your heart. Because in Chinese medicine, the spirit really resides in the heart. Like we say love and all these emotions resides in the heart. Yeah, your heart is anxious, it's waking you up. So if that's the case, the heart is weak. And the reason why, if anything is weak in the body, the heart gets affected. The Chinese call the heart the emperor. And if you offend the emperor will come after you.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So anybody who has a small intestine problem, because those two organs are related, heart and small intestine, there'll be a heat associated with it.
Okay.
And cancers, for example, hate heat. That's why the heart rarely gets any cancer. So the idea is to not to have too much heat in the body, but to have adequate amount of heat in the body. So if you feel cold all the time, you're at a higher risk of cancer than somebody who doesn't.
Wow. Okay. Isn't that wild?
And the same thing goes for diabetes. The traditional Chinese old-style diabetes test. For example, years ago, Hippocrates would have somebody urinate on the ground. If the ants came over to the urine, there was sugar in the urine. That's how they diagnosed diabetes in the Greek times. Now, the Chinese will tell you that what we do is we look for heat in the body, red face, thirst, and that occurs because of the increased urination associated with diabetes. Increased urination means you lose body fluids. When you use body fluids, it's like taking car out of the radiator, the water out of the radiator of your car, so your body can't maintain body temperature. And when the body temperature rises, the internal temperature rises, the pancreas starts to cook. Insulin becomes resistant, it doesn't work as well because it's cooked, and the pancreatic enzymes are overcooked, so you're hungry and you desire sweets all the time because of inadequate digestion. That's what gets diabetics heavy. So the idea in Chinese medicine is to bring the temperature down. And we use certain herbs to do that if we get into the early stages. The late stages of the disease, you must forget about it. But the early stages of the disease, if you're just on the border, borderline.
You can
Between
do
taking
those.
things like bitter melon, which can lower at least 10% your blood sugar levels.
Wow.
It's called Gymnema sylvestre. You buy it at the health food store. That will lower it 10%. If you do a gum that comes from India called try to remember the name of it. But anyway, you can buy it in the health food store.
Right.
And basically anything that has a whole lot of fiber in it will help pull that stuff out of your system.
Sure. Wow.
Yeah, pull the sugar out, the cholesterol, all that stuff.
Huh.